Nearly. There's some action right here, but logically punctual as we are. Back at the game. As we're going live right now with our other map. I want to see Door possibly falling short on the IMBA pick, which is right now overpass. The bomb is down. Fed with a nice stab, but then being backstabbed by 9mm Glock 18. So there it starts off for IMBA. And as the pistols are always a surprise to me, they're always that cheeky moment where you're not 100% sure what's going to happen, how it will go. We're first of all seeing how our qualifier will advance here. Because Group B, we're already eclipsed at bye-bye. We need to take a look how overpass will go. Well, both teams have played only 2 and only 1 time. And whilst Roar won this map 16-10 recently against SC Absolute, this IMBA.SAS last time they've played it, losing in this qualifier, and that was against eHome, who have actually a quite decent overpass setup. As we're talking about it, Fett finds himself 1. And AK, he grabs from that, but that aggression is going to be instantly punished. SPTD shouldn't have too much problem there. Spray, where is it going? He keeps Ethan alive because instead of tapping, he goes for a full 20 bullet spray, which brings it down to 28 HP yourself. Uncomfortable is what you can call it, and that uncomfortable situation will now need to be resolved. Talking about it, SPTD falls there in the end, bomb being dropped, rotation coming in. So it's getting a little risky right here. Fjorn coming in from behind. He might be the only individual to hold it up. 27 more seconds. Now he exposed himself. Flashbang going to pop. The aggression, will it work or not? No. Denied. 2-0 and IMBA.SAS. And from now on, to be very fair, I see that, well, IMBA have a good possibility to figure a way home and safe very soon. As it goes, aggression coming in, that is going to be the site of being attacked, and the USP has surprisingly successful there. The UMP as well, that has been just picked up there by a win, but not much more to come. IMBA.SAS losing free is not the most comfortable of a situation. There's one. Bad him to find. He tries to play a little bit around the site. Low HP. Beautiful to see. As XYG loses his head through the piece of wood. There we go. With our 3-0 starts, can Roar now stop that momentum gained from the IMBA.SAS site? Or will they fall short in the end? So all the bit of utility and all the bit of armory has been now set on the CT site. The M4s are also in their hands. Goes to spray, doesn't find himself anything there, as even though has the right kind of clue. IMBA has not shown any presence towards playground. Evaluates, well, the evaluation right now for Roar should be, seems a bit more like B, but I don't know. And talking about it, Jeff finds himself the one onto Ethan, then SPTD gets taken out. Jeff with the nade is lucky enough to not be caught by that. There it comes, right timing for Fed. XYG taken out, monster control has been lost, Roar coming all from short. And a simple spray from Win could have sealed the deal, but it's Vadim doing it. In the end, only one more alive. IMBA giving round number 4 away to the opponent. As Fjorn realizes and then shoots through. So as we have ourselves actually a caster who by accident pressed his mute button like a very intelligent person. Thank you very much by that. I should have get myself like a big warning signal. Like a big warning signal saying you're muted. You're muted. While I'm muted, of course. Smart move by me. I love it. That comes down to IMBA if they can come up with a smart move as well. Hello Shiba, how are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I'm doing quite wonderful as well. Now IMBA, not quite sure if he has been spotted right here as Dan King makes a move towards long. A jumping Fed could have heard that shot. As it goes, time ticks away, and the CTs are just benefiting from that as the information they've got themselves is so far quite down to a minimum, but they seem to have the right idea. 3 players towards the A side, as it's going to be Vadim, Fed, as well as Fjorn, and so far the entry found. Fed though, gonna be taken out, which brings Fjorn into a good situation to find them all. Finds himself the first in 13 more seconds. That's making it all impossible. Jeff is gonna die there in the process, and it seems to be like he has no chance to do it. IMBA, you're taking too long with those aggressions. I mean, last second aggressions making sense in case you are selling your opponent something that makes them feel like they're on the right side towards the end. In this case, IMBA didn't do so. They just let the time run out and go in late, which basically doesn't help you because your opponent is able to figure a way where you're probably going to attack due to the information they might have gained. As now Roar is in a great initial situation to find themselves at round number 3, and so the tie. You never know with those pistols. I mean, there's no armor there on IMBA, so it's going to be fairly tough. And XYG also not with the team is going to be 1 man less to make it work. There comes the whole Fed. Goes. Beautiful entry, which now gives them an advantage over Vadim. There he's with the double, shouldn't be too hard, no armor on the opponents either way. Yeah, and he strikes them all down. Wind burns away SPDDD. Great that you do really good too. Love to hear that. As it goes at 3-2-3, with every individual right now on the server having a quiet, decent weaponry and armory, except probably XYG, who has to play that Galil. Not 100% the best, but something to work with. 5-4-6-6 gets it taken out by Fed. There, Vadim On the previous map, he has not to be stopped. Now it's going to be Jeff stopping him at that point, but still man advantage for the CT site. As it goes. Left on the clock. What can we expect from this? So once more the time is running out for IMBA. This time they sold it right. This is what I rather like to see, because what you see here is only Ethan who now has their information. They're fast enough to possibly make it on the side with the plan. Jeff takes a good bunch of time there. You have to just consider those mini things that are so relevant. Instead of directly planting the bomb, he rather peeks up onto heaven. Costs the team time, makes him lose a man, and puts less pressure onto Fed and Co. Now, right now, it's only one CT left. The question we gotta ask ourselves, how far can he go? This far can he go? And as 4-3 is the scoreline, the Roar Esports side are going to have a big problem in case they're giving this round away. Because what we're seeing right now is a very, very deep play style, majorly focused on the V side from Roar, where only a Fed is trying to gain a bit of information. Whilst that is the case, XYG just jumps around and there a little problem occurs. They somehow survive. This goes for the flashbang, sends Fjorn there. Very interestingly, Vadim is aware that they hit him, puts the rifle in that position and says, okay, Reno, you're to spray him down. There it goes, Stanking. Gets taken out there in the end. IMBA.SAS. They're on the right track for this. And there it comes towards the side of A. It seems like Fed will just realize very soon that the players are coming to his right side. Steps have been made. Oh, and the right timing for Jeff. He was barely finding himself that one. And 17 more seconds. And take a look at 5466. Why do you do that? That makes no sense at all. Teammates all around him, and instead of going for the plant, he rather gets himself killed. As it is kind of sad how it develops for both the teams. It's a deja vu. It's a major deja vu. How we had also an Inferno. And as it goes, kind of tough right here for at least the IMBA.SAS side to finally achieve something, because their slow pace style doesn't 100% fit in what kind of weaponry they have. Fast paced, just in my eyes, seems to be sometimes a little better. it goes. Danking. He's done those deagle shots previously. He's now going to continue with that. And they're through Monster. Terrorists are arriving. How much more can they do? Danking with the deagle, still there. That bomb's going to be down. Danking finds himself another one. From short, though, the cavalry arrives. Danking. It's incredible. Those rounds given away. The pistol comes out, and there it does not work out. IMBA with just those certain basic guns, finding themselves number 5. It is incredible. And as we have that 5-4, Roar Esports, they're investing as much as possible into this, which could be a crucial mistake or the right kind of approach. Because on the other hand, the T side have free players with not too much money back in their wallets. So in case that mixture of UMPs, Deagles, and ZZs are working out, then we'll see them actually with a quite successful one. As it goes, 30 more seconds. There, the aggression towards the ascent comes there, though suddenly they realize someone is behind that smoke. Hold on, and there Ethan, he picks up a double, burns Fett away though. And it gets a little bit struggling, 12 more seconds, there it works, he whiffs the shot, you can't do this, and to the right there's one more, and Bandit finds him! This is madness! As it goes, the AWP as well, those pistols, they might try their best in that situation to make it work. Thirty-five more seconds. IMBA.SAS, and this is something I criticize so often. They don't sell anything. And, you know, Roar Esports had a good bunch of time to make that information plane that work. This Fjorn actually having not such a great aim on this. There, Danking, even he has no chance. Roar with number 6 on the boards. That's 65. That's easy for as that spray nearly works out. The Glock still partially successful. SPD. He only burns down. The flames can run away from Monster somehow. And Fed has no problems with taking down. Someone buy me an Omen laptop. Not me. 100% not me. There it goes. 75. IMBA.SAS. Not successful enough right now, but they got themselves the AKs back on the boards. The question is, does Roar prevail and pick up that certain half? Will it go differently? Because 2 CTs are taken out. There comes finally a frag from that, and goes too aggressive. Suddenly, 2 players have been taken out. It's gonna be a little bit tougher. Ethan as well as Wind. Then he suddenly gets himself a few bullets on the back, and so it seems like he could enforce the rotation. Interestingly enough, I mean, it's kind of understandable. XYG is now gonna say, okay guys, come on to B site. Or like Leone, he says that to SPDDD, come on to B site, it's clear. The problem is though, he has to run through it. The CTs logically pick up a lot of attention towards that. The question is, can he pass, is what I'm asking myself. Now with that certain smoke, yes he does. Lands in the smoke. That bomb as it ticks away. Works. Ethan taken out. Number 1 found. Wins. Executed by SPTDD. IMBA.SAS picking up number 6. As we go in our round number 14, the first half's going to end quite soon. As we're seeing it right now. It's going to be fairly interesting to see. And I'm not sure. Like, those things are always kind of confusing. I'll be very honest with that, because the issue I'm kind of seeing with all of this is that on the one hand, you'll have an opponent prevailing, right? And we see how good those lads of Roar can defend, and then somehow they can't. It's really that back and forth, and it's kind of magical, and it's kind of weird. It's all at the same time, but with that right now happening, Vadim gains a good bit of information, and I'm not quite sure if he wants to repeat that. Doesn't do so, thankfully. as it goes. Yeah, that is the aggression partially working out. 5-4-6-6 didn't want to even shoot that one. UMP successful onto 2. Gets a little bit surprising right now, but Fed, F1. Now an AK, looks for it. Tries to tap away a few more heads. Can hardly imagine that works. Doesn't seem to be the case. IMBA picking up another one, and so extend to a tie. As it goes. Round number 15 will now decide who will go over 1 round advantage in all of this. I personally feel like this has to be somehow IMBA. Though the buy from Roar is not the best, they still have the opportunity to then prevail somehow with the kind of magic they sometimes do. Goes on 1. Fed as well as Ethan. So I have the opportunity to do it. So the patience is on them. Even who might just peek a little too aggressive. Loses his head. Fat needs to be our Deagle hero right now. There it goes. IMBA with the 1 round lead. Will they bring us anything further or not? Will we see them somehow prevail now on the CT side? Or will it be the back and forth we used to have? As the CTs, they come out with 1 piece, well, 1 piece of not armor, to say it like that. It's logical, the kit as well as the defuse kit onto 5-4-6-6. There it goes. Jeff finding himself. Frag onto Ethan, so the CT side partially successful already from start on. Question is, how will he somehow find the way into this? Because right now, as the king is down to 7, doesn't necessarily change it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily bring us that victory for Roar at the start. Tanking is an easy target, aggression could work out with a good Glock spray, but will that even be the case? They open the door too short. Will that bring them any success? There it goes, XYG as well, Jeff hitting 2. There goes the 1 shot here from the Glock, and 2 low HP players. They should have a quite hard time making it through. And there it comes. CT side gets in a little bit of trouble. Vadim needs to be found. He finds 1 and 2! What is that magic madness? IMBA giving that one away to Roar. So the 8-8. Not quite sure how to feel about that. It's some magic Vadim performed, but some great one to watch. I really enjoyed seeing that. And now we gotta ask ourselves, will the back and forth start again? Will it be just once more a back and forth happening? Or will we see one of the teams prevail somehow? First of all, refrag. As Jeff found the first into Fjorn, the refrag had to happen from Vadim long-range duel that Ethan should win with his Galil. And as it goes, a nice try here from Wind. He somehow gets the idea. There it goes. At it with one, the refrags back and forth at it again. And so only 2 CTs alive. The King is actually the King with Deagle, no doubt about it. He delivered us some beautiful shots, but taking the time. As it goes, no problem. Roar picking up that round number 9. It took a while, it had to be done. After we've seen that beautiful Vadim experience, that Vadim magic, the Russian, who's by the way the only Russian together with Fet9, if you didn't know. We're gonna see how that will work right now with just those basic pistols, because it should be the double digits right now on the board for the terrorist side. Roar shouldn't have too much of a problem making that possible. There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. How many Chinamans are coming out of Monster in front of my store? There goes Fjorn, finding himself that one. 10 to 8. Now the CT buy is going to come in. That's extremely crucial at that point, because you logically don't want to fall short. Logically don't want to get yourself in a bad situation. As the nade goes deep, that was actually 100% not thrown in the way it should have been. It's going to be the King, rather rotating back, but with the possibility to take a shot if anyone comes there through. No one's come through in front of the fountain yet. Ethan playing the same way he did in the previous round. Now going down Monster. See if any aggressors can be found. The King. Oh, that Molotov. I'm not quite sure that was as intended. I could be also wrong, to be very fair, but that op still not successful, still not finding a thing. There could be Dan King finally getting what he's looking for. That is Vadim out. Second one to find, possibly. Sees the shoulder, rather rotates back, and the repeat makes it possible. 2 men alive on the CT site, excuse me, 2 on the T site. And Dan King, we can't take our eyes off him as he seems to be just our man of success. There's Ethan alive, the only individual back at a 2 HP, no scope seemingly from Dan King, making it work. Hello, the real Sky T. Sky 2, Scooter. I don't know how to say that. How are you doing? 10 to 9. The CTs got themselves finally down control as the buy came in. Will they be able to go any further with this? Will it be the tie just secure the double digits achieved in a second? Or will it all fall down? Job of tanking lethal as hell. In the previous round he showed us why. If he can be so lethal, we're figuring it out in a second. Or slow paced as IMBA used to be. Instead of 5-4-6-6 that's taken out the CT side. It's losing a crucial man on the side of B where SPDDD now needs to make the work. Vadim is there against it. Molotov blocks him off. No assistance from the Russian Opera is going to come in. Means that down in water, XYG might have the perfect positioning. He finds himself even. He finds himself the bomb planter, and Vadim, though denies, gets taken out by the King. That was just unnecessarily given away. 15 more seconds, and I think that this is now over. And it is for Wind & Co. A little bit of a shame. Goes. Yeah, Fed. This is incredible. Does he see that picking up the first? And I mean, technically speaking, just technically speaking, it should be now working out for the CT site. Getting the 11th one shouldn't be too hard of a task. We're still waiting and waiting. None of the teams have found any contact after both killed one. Probably SPDDD was going to be a very crucial player, finding him one onto short. A little too early he goes, because then it's suddenly Ethan coming in. 4-5-6-6 denies it. He doesn't need to take the aggression, he still does do so. That is a very interesting point in once more aggressive behavior and how to actually avoid it, because to be very, very fair, that didn't 100% make sense to me. And to explain you, sure, your opponent is having worse guns, so I kinda get it, but also on the other hand, then re-aggressing and re-aggressing and re-aggressing doesn't make sense to me. Because 20 more seconds, you got the bomb actually, even when you go in the defensive position, still in front of your eyes, and you still try to re-aggress, whilst your opponent could then easily pick it up. It's debatable in my eyes. And this is right now a quite decent situation, as Fjord has already been found by the King. Madam, Ethan, and Fed 9. A little bit of a problem coming up in that round. There, tanking. Gets himself fed. Seems like that is set. Seems like IMBA is going to take a good control of that. There it goes. Wind. XYG. 2 more alive. 412 HP in total. Bringing it down to 12. Wind is our final man there on the site of Roar. And he has to run away with that. Because otherwise he might be caught off guard with an AK unnecessarily lost. Vadim calls a tactical pause. Simply good a reason. If overpass plays Germany, then they use the wrong horn. What do you mean with horn? Do you mean that thing on the top? Yeah, I agree. That's not German. This thing up here is not German. The truck itself is not German, actually. I think they have another one. Surely some Mercedes, but either way, 12 to 10. IMBA on their map pick seem to somehow prevail and have the opportunity to take it home as soon as possible. Very much down to an outperformance of Dan King as the players are pushing towards him. He's hitting one in the leg, moving back is the rather better opportunity. He avoids any action coming towards him, hits the first shot, well done. Fet9 taken out. He has to take a look behind him now because they're all coming. The first one boosted, Wind finding him though. Whilst all of this is happening, CT's losing players left, right, and center. It's 4, 5, 6, 6. Just has to be patient. Finds himself one. Nearly not the second. For a second I was kind of shocked. 5, 4, 6, 6 does it though. That bomb still on the move. SPTDD. He doesn't allow it for his team. Wind with the quad. And there's a thing, and you can logically give your 2 cents and probably think, this caster is kind of dumb. But when there are like 20, 30 seconds left, and you are actually having a man disadvantage, you know your teammate is on short, you are somewhere towards here, your opponent has to push for here because you have information that he was around here, why do you not hide yourself in water? Why do you not wait for your teammate to come and assist you? That is something that my thinking has just allowed me. 11 to 12, IMBA. They now get taken out. Their economic situation will be not the best. Fjorn finds himself the force. The nade eats him up. patience and time and time. Ah, you mean the US horn. Now I see what you mean. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You're 100% right. Now it goes... Now it needs to go 100% right for the lads. Of IMBA, in case they want to hurt the opponent's economy as a reset as much as possible. At that point in time, it needs to work. They have no Molotov and no smoke. Dan King has no information towards long, and now his peak is relevant. There he finds himself one. Gets him. Don't kill in the process. It's only win the life. He has done the clutch previously. Now Jeff rather waits and gets killed in the process as well. Picks up that AWP. 13 more seconds. Wind. There's a bomb to plant. Wind, you need to get on the side there. And he does do it so. 6 more seconds. There's no spray through. And this is not hitting the shots. Wind has balls of steel. And those balls of steel could generate him the win. This can't be happening. Does he get taken out? Yes, he does. XYG is the last individual on the IMBA site. And Wind, who has to carry his massive kind of feeling he has there. Courage. Massive goddamn courage this guy just had. Bravery has shown, but in the end didn't get rewarded for that. As their diversion now comes, 5466 loses a few bits of HP already. Can they rotate over, thankfully for himself? Now you gotta ask myself, and now you gotta ask yourself, especially as a CT, how am I gonna take them out? When we saw, whilst those spies are existent, they were considering a more of an aggressive approach. Molotov is still in the hands of SPDDD. In case he goes for a good mollo there, and hold him up towards the end. But he doesn't use his utility that early. Good move of his side. Now, assisting your teammate perfectly executed. That is a buddy system at play. And you see that your one friend is struggling, rather help him out than let him die. So as we had that man advantage, it's once more onto the lads of IMBA. Goes Jeff with one. That might now bring the victory on the board. Vadim is still alive. Around the corner over long. XYGG. Can he deny the bomb plant? He has to peek left. Finds himself one. Can't actually get the bomb planter, ironically. And now he has the information. 1 or 2 are definitely towards the toilets. Smoke still lays. They themselves don't have a smoke, so the aggression has to be taken. No AWP onto them. Only Ethan to find. He got that Galil taken out. 14-11. Plant helps the economy of the opponent. As it goes, That is a buy from Roar that might do the difference. Hard to imagine it will be, as so far what we've seen is far away from astonishing with those guns, but sometimes it can work. I'm not quite sure what we have missed there, but it was an insane shot from Dan King. Securing himself free, assistance from Jeff is there. Unfortunately, our director said, Then it's only even alive. Back at the T-spawn, he still sneaks. And so, we're about to see an IMBA.SAS. Finding themselves at number 15, possibly. Except Ethan goes nuts. Hard to imagine he will make it work. The door has been heard. That should give them crucial information. SPTDD taken out. Jeff, he doesn't search for that duel. Interestingly enough, Ethan knows a bit more now. Hard to imagine he'll clutch that out, but you never know what is possible. This Asian qualifier delivered us a seriously good bit of rounds and a good bit of success. There he waits out. He doesn't seem to be killed for the moment. Oh, 5466 finds him though. Moving over the T-spawn directly onto him. There it goes. And as it goes, ZZ's full aggression, full past face. That fast pace so far. As they're fed. Oh, this is the back and forth. XYG though finds himself even at least in the smoke. Vadim hides. He picked himself up on the M4. And the Malo he is. XYG whiffing those shots. And now Vadim finds himself one. The bomb's still in their favor. Only Vadim alive. He can be the clutch king right now. Will he be is the question. Back over T-spawn he moves. As he goes towards Monster, checking every single angle. 5466, he's gonna hear that plant. He expects it. Oh no, he expects it. 5466, you gotta be aware there's a Vadim coming and he takes you down. This can't be happening. His sense is so good. Popping that Malo does work. He finds him in the end. We got ourselves the GG set. 16-11. And Vadim and co. They can pick up 3 points today. It's got to be the tie. 1-1 in the best of 2 series. That will be it for the moment. I hope you enjoyed very much. My name is Zesht. We're going to see each other next time. And also logically then tomorrow and the day after tomorrow here at StarSeries CSEN in the morning. Till then, have a great day and have a great time.
Bet. Online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your